Have you ever noticed how some homes instantly feel more expensive the moment you see them? It's not always because they're bigger or newer, and surprisingly, it's often not because they cost more to build. Sometimes the biggest difference is something that's been quietly growing in the front yard for years. The right tree can completely transform the way a home is perceived. It can frame the architecture, create cooling shade, add privacy, attract birds and wildlife, and give an ordinary property the timeless appearance of an established estate. In fact, well-planned landscaping has long been associated with higher property appeal, and mature, healthy trees are often considered one of the most valuable features of a beautiful yard. But not every tree adds the same value. Some require constant maintenance, others quickly outgrow their space, and a few can actually create expensive problems if they're planted in the wrong location. That's why choosing the right tree matters so much. Today, we're counting down 10 incredible trees that are widely admired across the United States for their beauty, presence, and ability to make a property feel more attractive and inviting. Some explode with breathtaking flowers every spring. Others create spectacular autumn color. Some offer instant privacy, while others become magnificent centerpieces that families enjoy for generations. And by the end of this video, you'll discover the tree that many landscape designers consider one of the best long-term investments for creating a truly unforgettable property. Whether you're planting your very first tree, planning a complete landscape makeover, or simply dreaming about making your home look its absolute best, this countdown may completely change the way you think about your yard. Let's get started. Number 10. Crape Myrtle. If there is one tree that proves big impact doesn't always require massive size, it's the Crape Myrtle. For decades, this elegant ornamental tree has been a favorite in neighborhoods across the southern United States, and it's easy to understand why. While many flowering trees put on a spectacular display for only a week or two, the Crape Myrtle keeps performing for months. Throughout the summer, its branches become covered with vibrant clusters of flowers in shades of pink, red, purple, or white, creating color when many other trees have already finished blooming. That extended flowering season instantly makes a home feel more welcoming and carefully maintained. But flowers aren't its only advantage. Its naturally smooth, peeling bark adds visual interest during winter, while its brilliant orange and red foliage creates another impressive show in autumn. In other words, the Crape Myrtle offers something beautiful during nearly every season of the year. Homeowners also appreciate its manageable size. Unlike giant shade trees that require enormous spaces, the Crape Myrtle fits beautifully in front yards, along driveways, near patios, or as an elegant focal point beside an entrance. Landscape designers often use it to increase curb appeal without overwhelming the architecture of the home. And because it combines long-lasting flowers, attractive bark, seasonal color, and relatively low maintenance, it's easy to see why it earns the number 10 spot on today's list. But while the Crape Myrtle wins people over with months of colorful blooms, our next tree captures attention in an entirely different way, by announcing the arrival of spring like few trees can. Number 9. Flowering Dogwood. While the Crape Myrtle brings months of colorful blooms, our next tree has become one of the true symbols of spring across much of America, the flowering dogwood. Every year as winter fades away, this beautiful native tree bursts into delicate white, pink, or soft red blossoms that seem to cover every branch. It's one of those rare sights that instantly makes people slow down while walking through a neighborhood. And that's exactly why homeowners love it. The flowering dogwood doesn't overpower a landscape. Instead, it complements it. Its graceful size makes it perfect for front yards, garden paths, patios, and entryways where larger shade trees would simply be too overwhelming. Professional landscape designers often use dogwoods to soften the appearance of a home. The result feels welcoming, elegant, and timeless, but the beauty doesn't end when the flowers disappear. Throughout the summer, its rich green foliage creates a calm, polished appearance. Then, as autumn arrives, the leaves transform into spectacular shades of crimson, scarlet, and deep burgundy, even during winter. Bright red berries remain on the branches, attracting songbirds and adding another layer of seasonal interest. That's something many homeowners don't consider. A landscape isn't only for people. A yard filled with birds often feels more alive, more peaceful, more complete. Another reason the flowering dogwood is so popular is its connection to American landscapes. For generations, it has been planted in historic neighborhoods, parks, and private gardens throughout much of the eastern United States. Its reputation has only grown stronger over time. When buyers see a mature dogwood growing near the entrance of a home, it often creates an immediate impression that the property has been thoughtfully cared for. Sometimes, it's the smallest details that leave the biggest impression, and few trees prove that better than the flowering dogwood. But while this tree announces spring with unforgettable beauty, our next tree creates luxury before it even begins to bloom. Number 8. Japanese Maple. Some trees provide shade, others provide privacy, but the Japanese maple does something completely different. It creates elegance. This is the kind of tree that immediately captures attention. Even people who know very little about landscaping often stop and admire it. Its delicate branches, graceful structure, and deeply colored foliage make it look more like a living work of art than an ordinary tree. That's one reason you'll find Japanese maples in some of the most beautiful residential landscapes in America. Luxury homes, botanical gardens, high-end resorts, and carefully designed front yards all make use of this remarkable tree. Unlike towering shade trees, the Japanese maple isn't meant to dominate a property. It's meant to become the centerpiece. A carefully placed accent that instantly elevates the appearance of everything around it. Whether planted beside a stone walkway, near a water feature, or standing proudly in the middle of a front lawn, it naturally draws the eye. Its foliage alone is unforgettable, depending on the variety. Leaves may appear in brilliant shades of crimson, burgundy, bright red, deep purple, or even glowing orange during the fall. Every season brings a slightly different personality, and every season feels beautiful. Another reason homeowners appreciate Japanese maples is their versatility. They fit surprisingly well into both traditional and modern landscapes. A historic brick home, a contemporary minimalist design, or a cozy suburban property, this tree somehow complements them all. Landscape architects often describe it as one of the highest impact ornamental trees available, not because it's the biggest, but because every branch seems intentionally sculpted by nature itself. Of course, a tree this beautiful deserves thoughtful placement. Giving it enough space allows its elegant branching structure to develop naturally over the years. The reward is extraordinary. As it matures, the Japanese maple becomes more than just another feature in the yard. It becomes a conversation piece. Guests notice it, neighbors admire it, and homeowners enjoy it every single day. Sometimes, adding value isn't about making something larger, it's about making it unforgettable. And few trees accomplish that better than the Japanese maple. But while elegance can certainly increase a home's appeal, our next tree has been impressing homeowners for generations with something much bigger: magnificent flowers and timeless southern charm. Number 7. Magnolia. Some trees impress with their size, others with their flowers, and few flowering trees have earned as much admiration as the magnolia. For generations, magnolias have been associated with elegance, tradition, and timeless southern charm. There's something unforgettable about seeing one in full bloom. Its enormous flowers seem almost too perfect to be real. Creamy white, soft pink, or rich purple. Each blossom becomes the centerpiece of the entire landscape. And unlike many ornamental trees that only look attractive from a distance, the magnolia invites people to walk closer. Its flowers are not only beautiful, they're often wonderfully fragrant as well. That gentle scent drifting through the yard creates an atmosphere that's difficult to describe, but impossible to forget. Landscape designers frequently use magnolias near entrances, patios, and front lawns where visitors can fully appreciate both their appearance and fragrance. They naturally create a welcoming first impression, one that quietly says, "This home has been cared for," even when the flowers are gone. The magnolia continues adding beauty. Its glossy green leaves remain attractive throughout much of the year, giving the tree a lush, healthy appearance. Many evergreen varieties continue providing color even during winter. That's another reason homeowners value them so highly. A landscape that looks beautiful during every season always feels more complete. Although magnolias grow at a moderate pace, their visual impact arrives much sooner than many people expect. Sometimes, one beautiful tree is all it takes to completely change the character of an entire front yard. And that's exactly what the magnolia does. It transforms an ordinary entrance into something memorable. But while the magnolia captures attention with spectacular flowers, our next tree delivers one of nature's greatest seasonal performances. Number 6. Red maple. Some trees look beautiful for one season. The red maple steals the show during several. It's easy to understand why this Native American tree has become one of the country's most popular landscape choices. From the moment spring arrives, fresh green leaves emerge, bringing new energy to the landscape after a long winter. Throughout summer, its broad canopy provides generous shade, making backyards, patios, and outdoor gathering spaces noticeably cooler. Families naturally spend more time outside beneath its branches. Children play in its shade. Friends gather beneath it. Simple moments become lasting memories, but everything changes once autumn arrives. The red maple becomes almost impossible to ignore. Its leaves transform into breathtaking shades of scarlet, orange, crimson, and brilliant fiery red. Entire neighborhoods seem brighter when mature red maples begin changing color. It's the kind of beauty that makes people slow down while driving, take photographs, or simply stop for a moment to admire the view. Professional landscapers often recommend red maples because they combine beauty with practicality. They establish relatively quickly, adapt well to many different climates, and provide outstanding shade for decades as they mature. They create a balanced, symmetrical canopy that naturally frames a home without overwhelming it. That sense of proportion makes a property appear more polished, more established, and often more valuable when buyers first arrive at a home. First impressions matter. A healthy, mature red maple quietly communicates stability, care, and lasting beauty. Sometimes, the best investments are the ones that continue growing year after year. Before we reveal our top 5, I'd love to hear your opinion. Quick question: if you're enjoying today's countdown, please take a moment to support Plant Realm. This channel is dedicated to people who love trees, landscaping, gardening, and creating beautiful outdoor spaces. By subscribing, leaving a like, and sharing this video with someone who's planning to improve their yard, you're helping us create even more videos every single week. And now I'm curious, Which tree from today's list would you plant in your own yard? Would you choose colorful flowers, cooling shade, or complete privacy? Leave your answer in the comments below. I read every single comment, and many of your ideas inspire future videos here on Plant Realm. Now, let's reveal the top 5. Number 5. Green Giant Arborvitae. If privacy is one of the biggest reasons people invest in landscaping, few trees can compete with the Green Giant Arborvitae. This remarkable evergreen has become one of the most recommended privacy trees in residential landscaping across America, and the reason is simple: it delivers results fast. Under ideal conditions, the Green Giant Arborvitae can grow several feet every year while maintaining a dense, healthy appearance instead of waiting decades for privacy. Homeowners often begin noticing dramatic changes within just a few growing seasons when planted in rows. Individual trees gradually merge together into one continuous living wall, unlike wooden fences. This natural barrier keeps becoming more beautiful every single year. It softens the landscape, reduces outside noise, helps block strong winds, and creates a peaceful backyard that feels completely separated from neighboring properties. Another major advantage is its reliability. Once established, it tolerates heat, cold, and many common growing conditions surprisingly well. Its rich green foliage remains attractive throughout every season, giving the landscape structure even during winter. It's easy to understand why professional landscape designers recommend it so often. Privacy, beauty, and long-term value. That's a combination every homeowner can appreciate. But while the Green Giant Arborvitae creates living walls, our next tree creates living history. Number 4. White Oak. Some trees grow, others become landmarks. The white oak belongs in the second category. For centuries, these magnificent native trees have stood as symbols of strength, stability, and longevity across the United States. A mature white oak immediately changes the way a property feels. Its enormous canopy creates generous shade that transforms open lawns into comfortable outdoor living spaces. Its thick trunk and massive branches communicate permanence. This isn't just another tree, it's a legacy, one that can outlive several generations of homeowners. Landscape architects often consider mature oaks among the most valuable natural features a residential property can have, not only because they're beautiful, but because replacing them is nearly impossible. Time is something money simply can't buy. Every year a white oak continues growing, its value to the landscape increases. Families gather beneath its branches, children climb its limbs. Memories are created in its shade. Some of the most admired neighborhoods in America are lined with mature oak trees, and once you've experienced walking beneath one, it's easy to understand why. But even this legendary tree isn't our highest-ranking oak, because our number 1 offers something truly unforgettable. Before we get there, let's reveal another incredible giant. Number 3. Tulip Poplar. If your goal is creating impressive shade in less time, the Tulip Poplar deserves your attention. This fast-growing native tree is famous for one incredible quality: scale. In the right location, it quickly becomes one of the tallest and most majestic trees on an entire property. Its straight trunk, elegant branching, and broad canopy give it a commanding presence without feeling overwhelming. During late spring, beautiful tulip-shaped flowers bloom high among the branches. Many homeowners don't even realize they're there until birds and pollinators begin visiting in large numbers. Bees love them, butterflies appreciate them, and the entire landscape benefits from the additional wildlife activity. As the canopy expands over the years, outdoor spaces naturally become cooler and more comfortable. Summer afternoons feel different beneath a mature tulip poplar. Instead of harsh sunlight, you enjoy gentle filtered shade and a refreshing breeze. It's one of those trees that quietly transforms the way people use their yard, not just how it looks, but how it feels. And while the tulip poplar impresses with rapid growth, our next tree has been admired for generations because of its timeless elegance. Number 2. American Elm. Few trees have shaped the character of American neighborhoods quite like the American elm. With its graceful vase-shaped canopy, it creates one of the most recognizable silhouettes in residential landscaping. At its peak, a mature American elm forms a natural cathedral over streets and sidewalks. The effect is breathtaking. Modern disease-resistant varieties have helped restore this iconic tree to landscapes across the country, and homeowners are once again discovering why it became so beloved. It grows relatively quickly, provides generous shade, and creates an elegant appearance that instantly elevates the surrounding property. There's something deeply comforting about a street lined with mature American elms. They create a sense of history, community, and permanence. It's the kind of landscape that people remember, the kind that makes buyers slow down and imagine living there. But even this American icon gives way to one final tree, one that many experts consider the ultimate symbol of prestige in residential landscaping. Number 1. Southern Live Oak. If there is one tree capable of transforming an ordinary property into something truly unforgettable, it's the Southern Live Oak. This legendary tree has become an enduring symbol of luxury, history, and timeless Southern beauty. Its massive spreading branches stretch gracefully in every direction, creating a canopy unlike almost anything else in nature. A mature Southern Live Oak doesn't simply provide shade, it creates an experience. Walking beneath its enormous limbs feels almost magical. It brings a sense of peace, permanence, and quiet grandeur that few other trees can match. That's exactly why some of America's most beautiful historic homes, estates, and public gardens proudly feature southern live oaks as their centerpiece. Their value goes far beyond appearance. Once established, these remarkable trees can thrive for generations. They become part of the property's identity, part of its story. Families celebrate beneath them, children grow up climbing them, future generations inherit them, and that's something truly special. While many landscaping features eventually wear out, a healthy southern live oak often becomes more impressive with every passing decade. It isn't simply an investment in your yard, it's an investment in the future of your home. And that's why the southern live oak earns our #1 spot. Conclusion: so, what do all of these incredible trees have in common? They do much more than decorate a yard. They shape the way a property is experienced. Some provide spectacular flowers, some offer cooling shade, some create natural privacy. Others become living landmarks that remain beautiful for generations. The truth is, increasing your home's appeal isn't always about expensive renovations. Sometimes, the smartest investment begins with planting the right tree. Years from now, you'll be glad you did. If you enjoyed today's countdown, please subscribe to Plant Realm for more videos about trees, landscaping, and creating beautiful outdoor spaces. If this video inspired your next landscaping project, give it a like. It truly helps the channel reach more people who share the same passion for nature. And before you go, tell us in the comments which tree from today's list would you plant first, and why. I read every single comment, and many of your ideas inspire future videos here on Plant Realm. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.